Hey, we're out here at Wildwood doing a delivery for this job. We got a bunch of cabinets. We're just gonna check them off here on the list. I'm gonna make sure each thing is here, each item. We're gonna get them all delivered to the space where the installers want them. We're gonna get them all unpackaged and make sure everything's nice and neat for them, nice and clean, so they can have a smooth install. All right, so what we're doing is we're gonna unbox all of these cabinets. Gonna make sure no damages or any of them before the install. Here we wanna just get the straps off first. Want to make sure you be careful with the knife. You're not supposed to cut towards yourself. If you do, at least do it slowly. We'll get these open, check them for damages, make sure there's nothing there damaged. This one looks good. So we're gonna finish unboxing and put them to the side with all the good ones. All right, we're all done here, wrapping things up. Everything here looks good, no damages. In case if you ever do have any damages, you want to contact your salesperson or manufacturer, and they'll let you know about the warranty process.
All right, on start of an installation, what we do is take our cabinet, we remove the door fronts from each face frame, take your screws out, always hold on to the door so it doesn't fall. Always place the door to the side and put my screws back in the hole so I don't lose them. Each manufacturer uses a different screw, whether it's a Phillips tip or a square head screw. Right now I'm using a square head, makes it a little easier than the Phillips tip. And again, I'm making sure that the door does not fall off the cabinet. And once that's done, I always put my doors to the side so they don't get damaged. And now it's time to put the cabinet in its place in the layout. Like I said before, we have a 33-inch cabinet here. With this being 33 inches, I go ahead and I'll measure our opening that we're going to place this cabinet, and it is 36 7/8. So as you can tell, 33 inches and 36 7/8, it's too small of a cabinet. So then what you do in this situation is you get a filler. Fillers come in 3-inch and 6-inch. We're over 3 inches as well. So we're going to have to put a 6-inch rip in between our wall and cabinet. Let's go do that real quick, and then we'll come back down and go over the installation of the filler. So we brought our filler up here so we can cut it down to size. I marked it at 28.5 inches, which is the height of our cabinets. I'm gonna cut it here with the Milwaukee 12-inch miter saw. Now, of course, you always wanna use safety whenever you're doing all this stuff here. Now that I've cut that down, I have to rip it down to our width, which will then be 3 inches and 15/16. Now we're here with our filler and we've got it cut to the length, and now we're gonna rip it to the width on our table saw. So what I'm using here to attach the face frame to the filler is a GRK 2-inch trim screw. As you can tell, I put one at the top, one at the bottom. This is only a 28.5-inch tall cabinet, so you really don't need to overload it with screws. We can remove our clamps, and it's adhered. We got the cabinet in place. We've screwed all of our face frames together and used our clamps again, both sides. Everything came out really, really nice. Now we've got to adhere the cabinet to the wall. Now the one thing that you're gonna wanna do is buy a stud buddy. Stud buddy is a stud finder, and it's one of the easiest ones to use. It's just a magnetic stud finder, which will find your, well, look at that. Finds a screw in the wall that easy. So now we found our studs, which are 16-inch on center. Now these are a different form of stud. These are a plastic stud because this wall is actually a concrete wall which is laced with foam. One step you want to remember is leveling out all your cabinets. We use a Milwaukee laser level, which gives us a nice level line going from point A all the way to point B. It doesn't only hit the back of our cabinets, it's also hitting the front faceplate of the cabinets, just making sure this line is level. So whenever they do the hard surface countertops, we have perfection all the way down. Now that we've got the cabinets set in place, we're gonna do all of our finishing things, which one thing we do is we're gonna take out these traveling or shipping clips. And all these shipping clips are for is to keep the shelf in place through transit. Now we're back to our square tip. Like I said, it's either a square tip or a Phillips tip on these set screws for our doors. We're gonna take those out. It's time to put our doors back on. Start out with our right door. Just place that guy right where your pilot holes are for those door screws. You don't want to put your screw all the way in. So now that we have the doors on, we're going to check our margins, the distance between the two cabinet doors. You can see here we're a little tighter and it opens up at the top. We like it to be a little tighter at the bottom there, so we're going to bring in our top. Here on these cabinets you have two adjustments. One's going to bring it side to side, the other's going to bring our hinges in and out. We're just going to want to bring this guy righty-tighty, and it's going to bring it in to where that margin is now a perfect line. Now we've got these doors set, we've got the margin right. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna keep going down the line and do the exact same thing. And that's it for this cabinet install. If you like the content, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.